All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to the Madoian and Friends podcast. We are on episode 9. I would say friend 8, but we're the
He's
first
back.
repeat.
He's
Joe's
back. He's back by popular demand.
The swag is back. What's good, bro?
Not much, dog.
Welcome back.
Happy to be here.
Yeah,
Happy to be honored as the first, reoccurring guest.
absolutely.
That's huge.
Joe did get so far the most views.
He is most popular
I
episode.
think I owe it to you guys. That was a big week for you guys, dropping a lot of episodes.
It was. But I'm, we've been pretty consistent so far. I feel good with where we're at with all the views and everything.
For sure.
But just got to keep it going. Oh shit! But I want to start off. I had a pretty funny scenario. I don't know if you've ever heard of this scenario before. It's definitely hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were in a grocery store, and I just started the timer, and you just went around and started knocking every person out that you could.
There's a lot of people.
How
in a
many
grocery
people
store.
could you get down, and how long would it take till you were stopped?
Well, obviously, there's quite possibly 100+ people in a Stop and Shop at any moment.
We need to refine this a little bit. Yeah, here.
Do what you please. But
Okay.
that's the
You
scenario.
said knock somebody out with my bare fist.
Just you run around and bam, get next one. Bam,
Okay,
next
all
one.
right.
Bam.
Are we
How many?
talking- Are you saying when you say knock out, you mean like
Cold.
out cold, or
Or you just
I punch
one-
them in the face and they're grab the nose, take a little stumble to the floor,
Then you move on.
or are they
I guess
out
that's a good
cold?
one. No, I
What
guess
if you don't knock them out in the
Out
first
cold.
punch?
I'm just talking like a sentry, like a punching bag set up, and you just punch them once, on to the next one, punch 'em.
kind of like that. Like not like they don't need to be out cold, and it's just not like a little boop on the nose. Like you're running around causing havoc.
Your full effort college try to the face.
Yeah, as many people as you can.
Okay.
How many do you get, and how long is it till you get stopped?
Till I get stopped?
Yeah,
What do you
till-
mean? Like the
Till
authorities come?
someone stops you, just the cops come. How long does it take until you
Someone
are
on
no
punch-
longer?
couple
Who
minutes.
Who stops me? Like one,
Doesn't matter. If someone comes up to you and you think you're gonna beat them up, or they're gonna be 5 of them and they're gonna stop you.
I feel like
Well, then we're taking a tactical approach here. We're gonna have to do a little
you attack the weakest first.
stereotyping.
Okay.
You attack the women and children first.
Well, yes. So then, where would you say they are most likely in a grocery store at all times? What section?
I think you'd have to start.
Are we at frozen
I
foods?
think you
Are
have to
we-
start as far away from the deli and seafood section, because that's where all the big burly men work.
That's also beyond the
That might stop you.
the employees. That's like open air. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can see the fish place from where I'm getting my apples.
Yeah.
It's true.
And so, but if I'm like in a cereal aisle,
I think you got to move from
Yeah,
the
no one's seen
bakery
it yet.
That's
frozen
like a-
food
that's like a
section
dark alley.
in.
Bro, you could mop off like 6 people before really anyone sees it.
But there also
this is a
could
really
be.
messed up topic. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this off. It's Phil begging me to play Fortnite.
Oh my god. But there could be an
XP, did he just
an
say
anomaly.
When are you clocking in?
XP? Oh my god.
What if there's some guy that knows MMA and just like
Then
you
you're
punch
fucked.
one person, he's like, "Yo, you can't be doing that," and it just murders
So
you.
that's why I'm saying
It's
it
just a
needs to
hypothetical.
be
Yeah.
a little refined because who's in the store?
True.
I'm gonna go with like
If you went right now to NK,
I would say 15 people,
Stop and Shop?
2.5 minutes.
right on
Frenchtown Road.
that's a big plaza,
Yeah,
and there's a gym there.
yeah. There's probably
You gotta
100
think
people in there
about
right now.
everything that's in there. I put it like at least 10.
I would,
Yeah.
I would say
At least.
10 to 15, and I'd have to do it quick, 2.5 minutes before people started catching on and trying to stop me.
All right,
If you
cool.
could really like snap and start going to work, you could murk some people. Like, think about one of those crowded aisles. People aren't even paying attention.
Yeah,
But dude,
checking
and
out a little
look
box
at
or
us, dude.
something.
Like, there's not. Boom. How many people are like?
Yeah,
You're not
we're
running
all over
across-
6'3".
yeah. You guys are a little bigger than
Mike's
me.
got the reach though.
You guys are a little bigger than me.
Mike's got the wingspan.
You got the reach.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
I didn't come up with the scenario. I've heard this elsewhere, but
Okay.
it's so funny, so I just
Yeah,
wanted to
no,
hear it,
that's
but-
a good one.
Yeah. Well, I got another fighting scenario
Oh,
for you.
beautiful.
Guys, grocery games.
That's what I was saying. That's where I thought you were
Physical
going with.
assault, Yeah.
Little guys' grocery games,
Physical
MMA
assault.
style.
Oh my goodness.
But another like fighting scenario that really pisses me off
Yep.
is when people go like to make the bold statement and go, "Yeah, I think I could beat up Ronda Rousey."
That's
you ever
not
heard
a
that?
bold statement.
You don't think so,
No,
bro?
Mike.
I think she
How
would.
tall is Ronda Rousey?
I don't give a fuck. Her job was to beat people up, and she's trained in like Muay Thai and shit.
Yes, but
Bro.
what, doesn't she wrestle Turtle from Entourage as the only man she ever wrestles in that movie to like prove the female stereotype wrong that she could beat up a guy? I'm sure there are a ton of dudes she could beat up. But weren't we just talking about how we're suited for knocking people out at a grocery store? Like,
Yeah, but they're not Ronda Rousey.
dude, she's still, it's just like, no disrespect to her craft, females at all, or especially female fighters, but it's just biology. Like, I don't think that Ronda Rousey is beating up me or Doi. If you want to speak for yourself and say that
All right.
I think she would fuck me up in the sense of like some of not like
the moves.
If it was just the moves, like some of those moves and stuff.
I don't know,
Bro.
But I'm saying I know what you're saying.
I'm talking about. All right, are you talking about
Just a street fight.
grocery store scenario where we're street fighting here, like whatever goes, or are we talking about her in her MMA cage?
Well, people think that she like you could go up to her and like beat her up, and she would like she could use anything like her moves, everything, and people
Dude.
still think they could beat her.
All right,
I think
can
she
you
would.
look up how tall she is, bro? Because this is
will.
the discussion I have about Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
He's 5'5", 155. He's smaller than Jacob Blaze, bro. I don't care.
She's 5'7".
He's smaller than Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a tiny dude.
What does she weigh? 134.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she'd be
Shut
a little
up.
more than 134.
Bro,
It's
I'm
a human
sorry.
being. It's a human being who weighs 134 pounds who fights other people in her exact weight class.
I know, but
She's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I just like that's.
All right.
I don't know, man. I can't concede to that.
All right, Ronda Rousey, I'm giving it up. You could kick my ass.
Okay.
She could easily kick my ass.
I know there are a lot of people whose ass she could kick. Yes.
What do you
I
think
don't know.
about Floyd Mayweather? Like if you just like. No, I'm
Dude,
not
he
talking
knocked
about
me
a
the
boxing
fuck
match.
out.
Not in a boxing match. I'm talking about like in a wrestling cage match, like to the death.
I don't know. He's really powerful, but I don't know. He's
Yeah, but if
really
he can't- what
small.
if he couldn't
Weighs
punch, though?
156.
He's really small.
Dude, if you just if you're standing too like
But I could
in
do
front
that
of
thing
him.
where I hold his head out and
Exactly.
he'd be like this.
He literally could not reach you.
What if
I know.
What if on the blow of the whistle you just ran at him and tackled him and like took him to the ground and started doing all that shit? Like if he can't punch on on his 2 feet, that
unless
was
he catches you, I'll admit anybody of any size can, be
Can
knocked
catch
out.
anyone, yeah.
Yeah, it's the glass jaw. But if he doesn't catch you enough to knock you out and you get a hold of him, and you're talking now,
I think
they're
I put
in the
up a decent
mindset of
fight.
a cage match, so like
Yeah.
you have to, you do
let's
some
get ready to
horrible
rumble.
things.
Yeah, I
But-
guess.
I don't know, man, dude. Like you're like Floyd Mayweather, but then I tell you he's 5'6", 155.
Yeah.
It's little.
Smaller than Blaze, bro. And if Blaze ran at you, he could catch you, but he's probably not gonna.
That's
I don't weigh too much more than Floyd Mayweather.
There's still like the reach.
True.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah, I
Mike,
mean,
I'll
I
do it
guess
like
I'm
this.
speaking, for
That's
You are
that's a
much
good-
larger than
much
you.
larger
You,
than
you two
you.
are much larger than me.
yeah.
That's why I think I could get around 10 to 15 people.
I think you guys could beat up Floyd Mayweather, but I
This
think
is a-
I think she's got like MMA moves. MMA moves scare the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I could that's what
I'm not gonna lie. I would be freaking out if my arm was like in an arm bar.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If
She
I'm-
could snap your shit.
I'd be
Or
like,
my
okay,
knee.
stop.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Scary shit. Scary shit.
That's mad funny.
Yeah. Also, I was reading this thing that because like you don't really recognize when you're watching it, but I was reading this breakdown or more so testimonials from fighters who have. It was a segment on leg kicks and body strikes.
Oh,
with the
those hurt
leg.
so bad.
And you don't realize how bad they are. Like,
But the thing is, they hurt bad, but the power they have. Have you ever seen Joe Rogan do a leg kick on a bag?
Yeah.
That shit is terrifying.
Yeah,
I
that's
was,
crazy.
I was reading this response from a fighter. I obviously don't remember his name. Who gives a fuck about that? But he was talking about how basically he had this guy kick him 3 times in the legs in the first round, and he said on the second and third one I could feel like my knee go. I could feel my ligaments tearing because he afterwards he had full knee reconstruction, ACL, MCL, meniscus, and like he's like I could literally feel it go and feel it tear.
Oh,
That's scary.
And for somebody who's had a knee injury, anybody out there or myself, like it's instant. It's like part of it is being scared, like what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
But he was talking about how he could feel it progressively, like tearing away
Oh.
from this knee, kicking his knee over and over and over again.
oh my God, yo.
That's bad.
Dog, that shit is crazy live. Because I mean, it's one thing to see. Obviously, you see it on the TV, and they're really beating the shit out of each other. But we went during my fall camp, senior year maybe, or junior year. We went to Twin River.
Twin River.
Yeah. And we went to some UFC matches, and Doug, like when you can hear it, like the skin getting like hit like that, or some dude's shoulder popped out, and you hear the pop, like it's like it makes it totally different.
I think
it's way more barbaric.
Yeah, I think it's like a totally different element. We were talking about this about basketball, like going to a basketball game, about how was it you and me about how
we have talked about this
when we watch it on TV, it looks like, oh my god, like so fluid and perfect, and then you go watch and it's like, these dudes are just the best pickup players in the world. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that's what people have been. I think it was Jay Billis. He was like, you see Zion on TV and it's unreal. Go see it in person and it's even more insane.
Yeah, because they do stuff and they're like, they kind of do it and go up and it looks like a normal human being, but then they convert it. And they convert it over and over and over again.
Me and Alex,
but it looks less
me and
fluid,
Alex saw
less
Devin Booker score 70 points.
You were at that game?
We were
Second row.
Or yeah, basically first row.
Where?
The Garden. 70 points.
Goodness.
It was nuts, dude.
It was
my God.
nuts.
Oh my god. But bro, it was when you say like a lot of it was just because you could also root for him while he was doing it because we were winning. But
the whole arena was rooting for him.
Yeah. But he literally, like, when I say he couldn't miss, like, there's a lot of times where Steph Curry's popping threes and, like, it's like, oh, he can't miss. He was shooting shots that he should never have taken, like, off balance, just, like, after the whistle, and literally couldn't miss a shot. It was crazy.
Dude, talking about off balance shots, when you ever seen those videos of the guys going 1v1 king of the court in the Olympic tryouts?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or not Olympic tryouts, but Olympic practice for Team USA.
Yes.
And how close together they are and how well defended they are.
Oh, but
what a fadeaway jumper means for them is like a centimeter of space.
Yes.
And like you're always going to be guarded. It's just whether or not you have the muscle memory to go to finish. It's the amount of space. It's just a different level.
Yeah. That was the other when you were talking about in person versus TV. When you look on TV, they look all spaced out. It looks like a big court. Yeah. You get there, Doug, and there's literally 5'6'8" dudes trying to like bump into each other, running around on a basketball.
There's 10 people.
They look way too big for the court. Yeah. It looks ridiculous. Like Kyrie, you see Kyrie pulling up and like he's running the the offense from right at the top. And it looks like he took a few steps in from half court. He's not that far off from half court.
Having a little trouble there, bud?
Yeah, sorry. There we go.
He is not that much farther over than from half court to be like doing like setting everything up.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, we can stop at talking about basketball, but that spacing between half court and an NBA 3 too.
Not far.
It feels like there's no space out there.
Well, the NBA 3 is substantially farther away.
I also don't know how they ever let them be like, yeah, it's cool. Just put the fans like right fucking next to me. Have a row of dudes holding metal cameras for me to just dive into when I run a layup or run a fast break,
or just
anything.
even try and like save a ball from going out of bounds.
I don't understand how they let it get so close. Oh.
Also, just like the amount,
money.
Obviously, but there's also bargaining against that shit.
That's
like a player safety thing, dude.
The amount of times Joel Embiid and Shaq have jumped over the front of that front line of people.
Yeah, Joel Embiid's crushing people.
Dude, that is just totally off topic. I'm just gonna switch it up.
Good.
For you. Love it. One thing that I was talking to someone about the other day, and that I forgot of how much of a big deal it was back then, but like, because we thought in the future we'd be like, oh, we need this.
Yeah.
People signing your yearbook.
That shit is so dumb. I hated that.
Bro, like,
dude, yeah.
Hags. Fuck out of here.
But like you were like, I need to get around.
Hags?
Have a good summer.
Oh my God, stop.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. That shit was stupid.
I am thankful that nobody has ever written that in my yearbook.
No?
Well, have a good summer, but use the actual.
Oh, dude, that was like a joke. Was like hashtag hags.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, bad. But we were talking about it as if like how important it was on like the last day, like
you needed to get
like
your voice
as if you weren't gonna see these people
ever again
over the summer or next year.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna see you again. You have to sign my yearbook. So like I know that we were. This is like as a reminder that we were friends. Your signature in my yearbook.
Isn't it funny now that like that was the worry. I'll never see them again. And now it's like, I hope I
you
never
don't
see
want
them
to see
again.
them. Yeah, right. Right.
Oh my god. Yeah, you literally were like, I may never see you guys, and then
Now I'm thankful.
within 2 months you see the entire class.
And now
again.
I'm just sitting here thinking like, I think I know nothing about your life.
Bro, that's like the amount of people when you'll just bring up a story, or like Phil brings up a lot of like random people and stories, and you'll be like, bro, I would have never remembered or thought about that person for the rest of my life if you never brought that up, dude.
Well, it's just everybody has those certain people that stick with them, or just like
for some reason
shit
or another, dude. Yeah. But like, and I've looked at, and I came back, and I think there's a couple of yearbooks over there, so now I'd be curious to look at them, but it was just so funny, and it must have been like a progressively less and less thing of like how many people you had from like third grade to like whenever, just less and less people signing your yearbook.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't think I did that in high school.
I couldn't imagine we did it.
No.
I hope
having
I
people
didn't.
sign your yearbook.
No,
that was like elementary school for sure.
I hope not.
Yeah.
But no, I thought that was funny because it was such a huge thing. Like it was like the biggest. I need you to sign my yearbook, or we're not friends.
Bro, it's just like the predecessor to social media.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's very true.
I have to have proof that you like me.
Yeah.
And it needs to be written down, and it needs to be somewhere where I can showcase it to others.
That's funny.
If you go to the front cover, you can see me and Johnny were friends from 2003 to 2000.
You know what the next thing will be?
Reference note page 9 in my 8th grade yearbook.
The next thing will be like posting your yearbook signatures on Instagram.
Yeah.
As like a throwback.
I've been popular.
Yeah.
I have
that's gonna be like the next
Instagram followers now. And there wasn't a blank spot in my fucking yearbook.
It's going to be the next challenge. Is the yearbook challenge. Show off your yearbook signatures.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's bad. The yearbook signings. I was trying to think of what else was like. I had something else in my... yes, I do remember. Phil, when we were playing Jaguar football, and Phil got the game ball one day, and we used to do like skull sessions at like 9 years old down in the basement of our coach, like learning plays, watching film.
Yeah.
And so Phil gets the game ball from the game before, and so coach is like, all right, everybody, Phil, you can start, put your name and your number on there so everyone remembers. And Phil starts, and he goes, Phil Bow 401-884-9. And coach is like, no, your jersey number. And so there's literally a football at Phil's house with like
half of
everyone's name and like number 85, number 62, and then Phil Bow 401-884, whatever.
Oh my god.
Dude,
that's amazing. That's
so
honestly
Phil,
amazing.
Right?
That is
so
Phil.
Funny. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Blowing you up. Trying to get the XP.
Yeah, dude. Well, XP is important. Fortnite is life.
Jeez. When are they bringing back double XP? They do that towards the end.
I have no idea. As soon as kids start begging them.
Yo,
I'm not gonna be at tier
video
100.
you sent me the other day,
Of
that
what?
rap,
Of what?
the Fortnite rap.
Yeah.
That was actually mad good.
Yeah,
like
it
it was
was.
well made.
It was a good song.
Yeah.
The lyrics were astounding.
Yeah.
Astounding, he says. Dude, it's kind of crazy how hooked you can get into shit like that.
What? Hooked to get to Fortnite?
Well, yeah, anything like that.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing how hooked I am.
It's a little bit of an issue, but I'm working on it.
It's literally all I do is work, play Fortnite, and see you guys.
Hey.
See you fucks.
That's never bad.
And
no.
and honestly, you see us, and then you see us on Fortnite. So we're kind of doubling up.
Yo, dude, I said that to Phil last night when me, Doy, and Phil went out last night, and we.
What is that noise? I hate this shit. I don't even know
I can't
what that
hear
is.
it.
You can't?
No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, yeah.
I think I fixed it.
But he gets in the car, and I was like, dude, I don't know, man. This is a little weird seeing you in person. Like,
Oh my god.
we just need to chill virtually.
Yeah, I think you should just go
Dude,
inside.
somebody I chill with like every weekend of my life, and then I just see him more online than anything now.
Yeah.
We chill like every night.
Oh my
Feels
God.
like chilling.
It does.
It does.
And I'm up in Mass, and I feel like I'm with you guys.
Yeah, it's weird.
Speaking of which, I remembered one thing that I was going to bring up on this episode was that I think it was your episode when I made the joke that I got kicked out of the apartment.
Yeah.
But like we haven't been back to the apartment since then.
Oh,
so,
true.
so it kind of looks like
we
I got kicked out of the apartment.
With the podcast, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
funny.
no, I did not. I'm still there for the time being. But I just wanted to mention that because if no one, I thought we would be back to the apartment a couple times, but we have not been.
That was just an ill-advised, sarcastic joke that has now caused you more trouble than good.
Yeah, like actually, I think Alex might have no, he's not there anymore. But no, I survived, barely. They're showing it off on Sunday. I don't think we're ready for it.
Nah.
Yeah.
What, like Sunday is in tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So. Gonna have to go home and
clean up.
At least it doesn't look like what Bryant looked like.
You couldn't. Yeah, that would be bad because normal people don't live like that. You gotta clean your stuff.
I don't even think unnormal people live like that.
That's not even like college is just like
a different beast. You live in filth.
I don't even want to say maturity, but like a different mindset. Like I don't necessarily. I mean, I guess I feel more mature, but living like that back then was just the lifestyle.
It was reckless.
It's just like I was like actually happy that our house was fucking gross.
Oh,
and
I loved it.
Yeah. You enjoyed it,
bro. We had
this is it.
I'm sitting with fucking like my Bud Light tank top, a pair of gym shorts, and like my moccasins just all the time.
That god darn Bud Light tank top.
Isn't that something that you shouldn't really talk about?
What?
Or anybody else can ever hear about it?
What, the Bud Light tank top?
Stock. What is it? The stock blue Bud Light.
Dude, what are you doing with that mic?
It doesn't want to cooperate today. Here we go.
The god awful shirt that I have.
Dude, it's not that. It looks like it came attached to a rack.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah.
And it was taped on the inside. It's just Bud Light.
It was a free.
And that's it.
It just is Bud Light
Nothing
everywhere.
else. The exact stock Bud Light logo.
All over.
And that's it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Something to give out.
I don't wear it anymore, but at the time, it's college, bro.
Yeah, no.
I think I might have a saved video on my Snapchat.
I don't want to see pictures of myself.
Talking to the DPS officer?
I don't know.
I know I've talked about that story on the podcast, but it's me wearing that Bud Light tank top, talking to like a couple of like campus police officers, telling them about the mess we're about to clean up behind me. Not a good look. I've worn some stupid shit, but
it is what it is.
Who fucking cares?
There it is.
There it
Him
is.
in the tank top. And
that
Asian kid.
That fucking kid. Bro, oh my God. How about the dude that came to our backyard that one time and was walking up and
got taken away?
So this kid, we've never seen him before in our entire life. I think Hunter brought him over just because he was so drunk.
He was so drunk, yeah.
And so he was behind our house is a big like kind of hill thing. The kid had a backpack on, and as he's walking up the hill, the backpack got too heavy for him, and he just fell backwards, like all the way down.
No, it gets worse.
Yeah, because he was drunk.
Worse.
So he was drunk, and he had the backpack on.
Never mind, he's by himself. No one knows him, and no one's with him.
Okay. Yep.
So he fell down the hill, and he's get up. Kid's filthy with dirt. The hill's almost all mud because people just walk on it.
Yep.
So he stumbles down, gets filthy, and then undoes his pants while he's walking and starts pissing while he's walking away. And then falls like flat on his face while he's pissing, and then the ambulance came.
Is an ambulance come into frame, pick him up, and then
turn back around. Great, it was crazy.
God. Yeah, dude,
dude, I thought
I've gotten very lucky with that stuff.
Oh, me too.
Have done some dumb shit that just have, for no reason, have gotten away with. Like, well, everybody's fallen. First of all, at a party. I've fallen. Stop it. In the mud, in the fucking, on the dirty floor, all that stuff, dude.
Dude, there was one, I'll never forget one where it was freshman year. And I think I had like two 4 Locos. And I was
psychopath.
Oh, dude, those 4 Locos were dope. But we were all at our friend's suite. It was just a whole bunch of us. And I went in. I was really drunk at this point, and I went into their bathroom. Like, didn't go to the bathroom, just like sat down and like kind of fell asleep on my hand. And I woke up and everyone was gone. It wasn't that much farther off, but I was like, all right, I need to get out of this building without anyone seeing me. So I'm running. I'm like speed walking by. I see all the RAs and shit, which at the time I thought was a huge deal to see all the RAs. Like, put on my most normal face, like hello, and like walk outside. I sit down because I literally can't make it any further. I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude, this is bad. And for any Bryan people, where Hall 16 is, Mike, you might remember like where the fresh, like you're coming up from the townhouses and shit. So I'm standing there, like sitting, and people are going down to the townhouses to go out, and I'm just like, and I just throw up, everywhere over the
God.
sidewalk as people are coming. So I'm like, all right, if I stay right here, I'm gonna get transported or someone's coming to get me.
Yeah.
So I start running, and I'm running to my dorm. As I'm running, I just fucking throw up to my left mid run, keep it going, get to my dorm room. And literally, I sprinted past. All right, didn't even say nothing, and just went right upstairs. And I literally don't remember the rest of the night, but I just remember Four Locos and being so afraid that someone was gonna see me. I'm out there sprinting through campus, just mid run.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I've had a couple stumbles at the Bryant University.
Yeah, everyone trips. Everyone takes a little dip.
Coming through the parking lot.
Yeah.
First time I ever went up there. Also, the first time I'd ever gotten drunk. so we went to this.
Underage.
We went to this one
illegally.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't want to incriminate myself, but we went to this one house and we sat down and we started drinking. And I had never been drunk before.
Yep.
So when I stood up, I was like, oh fuck.
Oh, this is it.
This is bad.
This is what they talk about.
And then we were walking home through the parking lot, and I was just running into cars, left and right, stumbling over cars.
My favorite was we get back to my dorm, and me and Mike are feeling ourselves at this point. I sit down on the couch and I'm like this. And Mike's
if you're not watching.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I guess if you're not watching, I was slumped, sleeping back with my head on the couch, and Mike is sitting in a chair with head and hands, and he just goes, "Alex," I go, "What's up, buddy?" "I'm hammered."
Oh my god,
it's awesome.
It was a tough one.
I have two for you.
I love
ones. The luckiest thing I ever got away with, because my school is kind of famous. They like to nab people for pissing in public, as most schools
that's
are.
tough.
Brian, not so much.
That's just a tough charge. It's so simple.
Yeah,
you're just
but
peeing.
it's also something where
Indecent exposure.
Bryant isn't necessarily like it, but where you are living in houses where your neighbor could be a community member and not a student.
That's not us.
It's not Bryant. So, that was a problem.
That makes it tough.
Pissing on people's houses.
For sure.
I will never forget it, dude. Walking home from one of my buddies, not a party, just hanging out at the house, but pretty drunk, and it was absolute snowstorm out. But just the beginnings, so snow was falling heavily, but everything on the ground was white, but just a very thin layer of snow. And I'm walking home up the main street, Pulteney Street, right back into campus, and as I start walking, for some reason, I thought it was a good idea to just unzip my pants, start peeing full in stride, just walking straight down. All of a sudden, a car starts pulling next to me up the street, and it's a main intersection. All the houses are down this road, and then after the intersection is campus.
Yep.
It starts. And I'm almost there, and a cop pulls up next to me. And literally puts on his lights for a millisecond, whoop.
Yep.
Gets on the loudspeaker, goes, "Put it away." I was like, oh my god. I was like, yep, my bad. And it was just, I was just totally alone, and it was just a stroke of luck, dude. Because it was the most. I just thought about it afterwards. I was like, he could have thought nothing else, but this is the most
sad
audacious, just
this is so sad.
He just does not give a fuck though about what he's doing at the moment. Yeah. I'm not gonna make it worse. Just put that shit away.
Oh my god.
And so over the loudspeaker real quick, and then the other one, my boy Hunter, right?
Yeah, of course.
This reminded me because you were talking about transports, getting transported.
Yeah.
Hunter, my best friend from college, he was the first person in my class transported.
Oh my god.
The Tuesday we got to school.
That's funny. We had a kid like that, and he was for 4
weekend.
years. Did everyone know him for 4 years as that kid?
Yeah, well, Hunter grew out of it. What up?
Yeah.
But he's not gonna watch this shit. But maybe he will actually. But he was known for that for a little while as the first one transported. But the way he said the first time he ever met me, which we never we became friends a little later on in college. It was freshman year. He was visiting my boy Peterson, who's another one of my best friends. You know him. and we lived like down the hall from each other. And he said that I walked in the dorm, and like you walk in, there's rooms to your right and left, but when you go down the hall a little bit, it opens up, and there's a hallway that way, and back that way.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle is just open, and there's like countertops with big garbage bins, microwaves, like just all that shit. And he said that I walked into the center part, didn't say a word to anyone, like, because people were walking around, opened the door where the garbage bin gets like put in, you know, there's a hole in the counter.
Yep.
Took a whole roll of garbage bags, like a whole roll of them, not just one garbage bag, untouched, put in the microwave, put the microwave on 50 minutes, and just walked to my room. and just walked to my room and just didn't say anything, just left.
What the fuck?
And it
What
went
happened?
off. Smoke alarm went off. Yeah, everybody came, was like, what the fuck is going on? And I fell asleep. I had no idea. Like, this was all put together later on.
Oh my
And then
God.
when Hunter and I became boys, he told me his perspective. Like, the next day I found out, it was like, dude, like, somebody put shit in the microwave last night.
And you were
And
like,
I was
yo, what the fuck? Who did that?
because my boy told me. I was like, dude, I think that was me. And so, but then the whole perspective of, I didn't know, like, how I did it or really what happened.
Yeah.
And Hunter's like, yeah, dude, you were, like, just very deliberate about it. Walked in, opened it up, took the roll, put it in. Like, weren't even looking at the buttons, closed it, and walked away. I was like,
Oh my god.
I don't know.
That's a funny one.
I don't know.
That's wild.
I
That's
don't know,
funny.
man.
Dude, we had some shit like that in our freshman dorms. Like, it was me and my freshman roommate Mitch, but who was my roommate for all 4 years. And we were down the hall from, Mike, you know, Pat Kenny and Devin Baldinger at the time. So 2 kids on our freshman that were on the team with us as freshmen. So they're literally across the hall, and they would. We had a couple other guys that were in the building, but just not on our floor. But they used to like fuck with like each other and like, you know, write shit on like the door, like, you know, one of the guys, they had 4 guys in a quad, and they used to have a whiteboard, so you just like write on the whiteboard like some dumbass shit. But one time, like, they got into it, and the I think it was whoever on the team threw like ham, like deli meats at their door.
Which is
like,
now a popular trend.
Yeah, yeah, the cheese foot challenge. But they threw like ham, deli meats, all this shit, and like drew on it. And so this lady had to come like clean it off. So as she's cleaning it off, the 2 kids are on the inside of the door, and all they can hear, this lady goes, "Oh my God, who used ham?"
Oh my god.
Because it just stunk of ham.
Some stinky meats.
Dude, there was some ridiculous shit that like in those dorm rooms and shit like that. For like, we had kids like I said, we had a kid who got transported the very first weekend that we were all there.
Imagine
And he was.
That's so sad.
It's
But being like an 18-year-old kid going to college, and your first weekend you got to go to the hospital.
Some
because
kids,
you had drank too
live
much.
for that.
Dude, some kids get
I was
transported
naive.
multiple. What?
I was naive. People were like, you know what blew my mind? Like, this sounds so weird now, because like it was a quick, you know, slap in the face.
Yep.
I was not naive for very long.
Huh.
But like, kids were like, yeah, dude, I'm going to college. Like, I'm bringing up all these bottles. I'm bringing up like an ounce of weed. I'm bringing up like all my stuff. And I was like, what? I'm an idiot. Like, I just brought clothes. Like, I was like packing like I'm going to camp. Like
Yep.
I was an idiot, dude.
Oh,
Stupid.
Wasn't
Well-
prepared for all these activities going on.
no.
I didn't really grasp the freedom that was coming my way.
Yeah.
Neither did I, and we talked about that when you were on too.
Now we're just talking about college.
No, but I'm saying, but
Good
it's
stories. Good stories.
But you don't. But I'm saying it's like the freedom part is like, me and you didn't know that going in, so we were just like, this is what we need for football. We're good to go.
Yeah.
And then 2 weekends in, you're like, oh, we won a football game, and now this is what we do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, I thought,
That is something else.
yeah. It's so funny the feeling as a freshman you get, like when the older kids are like, yo, you want a beer? Oh, sure, man.
It's very classic.
Oh, dude, he knows who I am. Oh, it's so classic. That's awesome. Oh, speaking of classic, I got one for you. This isn't that classic. It's just like a classic. I guess it made sense in my head, but you guys have no idea what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, right. Oh, that is a classic.
No, it was so it reminded me of earlier because you guys are there cleaning out the cars outside.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this was fake or not, but it was a commercial on TV from Honda.
Yeah.
And it was called the Honda Passport. Have you seen this? So
I think so.
Not passport, but passport. Basically, it's like the whole interior of the car is as if it was from the 90s.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Never mind.
Not to interrupt you,
No,
but
no worries.
what was that truck we were driving by yesterday? The Centurion?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
that
that
Ford
thing was sick.
Yeah.
Talk about a blast from the past. That thing was
This
unreal.
Ford car. It was like a Ford
Pontoon.
old van, but then like cut in half, and then the backside was a
bed?
truck bed. Yeah, it was
Wow.
crazy. And like the back windows had like blinds on them or drapes. Yeah, it was pretty legit.
Perfect.
But it's called the Honda Passport. It looked like the dumbest fucking idea I've ever seen. It was like you had a cassette tape, and that's it.
And they are making these like new.
Yeah, like if you want a new car, but like the 90s, like
Would they sell 4 of them?
Business.
Would they sell 4 of them?
I don't know, but I saw it and I was like, I was waiting for it to be a joke of a commercial, like,
But it wasn't.
But it wasn't, and then it kept going and going, and it was real, and it was just
never
literally
heard
like
Me either.
the old stock like leather steering wheel, like very basic, no buttons or nothing on the steering wheel.
That's really dumb.
And then it was just so random, but I couldn't believe that was an idea that they had.
People like that shit.
So that's why I said, speaking of classic, because it was like the classics.
Nostalgia is huge.
I know,
That's
but
true.
to a degree, my friend, to a degree.
Did you really just call me?
Did you really just call me?
Oh man.
Yo, Jacob Blaze, if you're out there listening, dog, we love you.
Hopefully we'll see him today.
Yeah. Get out of your house.
Did you really just call me to say
Yeah.
a beat?
Bubba B.
What, dude?
That's a 22. Pew pew pew. Have you seen that video?
What?
Bro, I hadn't seen the whole video before. I had seen it like I guess on just Instagram and stuff. There's this girl talking about like she's comparing
My phone.
Her hip thrusts.
she's comparing like vaginas to guns and pistols. So she's like, if it's like a small teeny one, that's a 22. Pew pew pew.
And then she goes, and she's like corresponding the noises with her hips.
What's
Like,
happening
pew,
over
pew,
Pew
pew.
pew pew.
And then she goes, that's a 4.5. Bow, bow, bow.
Oh my god.
That's a chopper. I can't do the tongue roll, but
Yeah.
it's so fucking funny, bro. I literally thought about that earlier, but the whole video is mad weird. I had only seen those little clips. Oh shit.
People are amazing.
Sometimes.
You remember those actual YouTube videos? People are amazing.
No.
What?
Yeah, you do, right?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
that
it's
was
just people doing like amazing
Yeah.
things. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen those.
Massive videos of just different clips.
Like a
and-
compilation.
Yeah, like 60
Yeah.
minutes of like random,
Yes,
just
a
like.
compilation would be the
What?
exact word.
Yeah,
Of the most famous YouTube videos of the day.
Yep.
yeah. People doing parkour and shit.
Yeah,
Some
that's like
hardcore
internet
parkour.
heyday type
With the
shit.
music. Banana. Banana. The 300 violin orchestra or something.
Yeah. Requiem for a Dream in the background. That shit is so funny.
That's great.
Banana. Oh, dude. Those are some good stuff.
YouTube has developed since them
Oh,
since
bro.
them days.
YouTube these days. I actually have this as a topic now that we're talking about it. But like YouTube and YouTubers, also I put it as slash. Have you seen new SpongeBob episodes these days?
No,
Jesus
I thought they stopped
Christ,
making
though.
SpongeBob.
Don't even talk about it. Make me sick.
Didn't they? Didn't they
it's
stop
bad.
me?
Well, it might be done now, but I'm saying like the newer,
The newest-
show,
the-
so far ahead of its time.
yeah, big time.
That's one of the greatest shows.
But dude, the newest episodes and YouTube in general, that's why I was saying it's a good transition, is like all the new comedy and shit is like all just adhering to kids that like have like ADD or shit. It's all just constant jokes, like constant punchlines. Like with SpongeBob, it felt like it was so busy because there's so much shit just going on. Like every second is a punchline. Every like inch
Really?
is like, yeah, like they're always hitting each other, like, you know, and like having like this big reaction or something like that.
Well, people think that SpongeBob gave kids ADHD.
That's probably fair, but I'm
Aren't there
saying
massive studies that are like, if you
I've never heard that.
SpongeBob, they're bound to be stupider.
Really?
Yeah, if that was their main childhood cartoon or something. It's obviously that is
I
paraphrasing.
mean, all those childhood cartoons had some sort of lesson in them.
Bro,
You know what I
but
mean?
SpongeBob didn't. SpongeBob would just end abruptly. It was meant to be, I'm pretty sure, for an Adult Swim show.
Yeah, it was.
And so,
Sandy Cheeks.
dude, yeah,
Bikini Bottom.
but yeah.
Mr. Krabs.
I wanna wake up in Texas.
I wanna go home.
Dude, SpongeBob has the best music of all time, bro.
The Krusty
All
Krab
time.
pizza is a pizza for
The
you.
Super Bowl halftime
The
show.
Krusty
Come on.
Krab, yeah.
Dude.
That's a good one.
I love that.
I love
episode.
that they
What
actually.
about Greasy Spoon?
Okay.
Oh, that's your favorite.
Yeah. Stove is a stove. Dude, that song is beautiful.
It is.
It actually gets me a little worked up.
You know what? You know.
Actually,
I actually shed a tear
yeah.
sometimes.
Ah,
You know what had some good
Get on in
music?
there.
I'm sorry, but Fairly Odd Parents.
yeah.
Oh,
Dude.
Shiny Teeth and Me is a banger,
Bro,
dog.
Chip Skylark put out hit after hit.
I know we have a.
Icky Vicky is so sick.
No. Okay, we should have an episode dedicated to the soundtracks of
Of these good
childhood
shows.
cartoons because SpongeBob really puts out endless hits.
Yeah.
How about the soundtrack from SpongeBob the movie alone?
the movie.
Best
Yeah.
day ever. Yo, fucking. What was I gonna say about Fairly Odd Parents though? The best video game ever. Did you ever play Fairly Odd Parents on the PS2?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
was
ahead
a
of
good
its time.
Ahead
Said
of
that
its
a lot
time.
today, but it really was.
That's funny.
I love that show.
I have I'm trying to look it up. I have that Shiny Teeth remix.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a
Really?
banger, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
We're not playing
the SpongeBob
play it over the
SquarePants.
mic.
What'd you say?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I just
Fight
think-
for Bikini Bottom and the Golden Spatula. The
Oh, yeah.
best video game
Yeah, that's
of
a really
all
good one.
time.
Yeah,
better
That's
than
a really good
Fortnite.
one.
I would buy a PS2 and that game just to play it right now.
That's funny.
So
There's a lot
good.
of games like that I wish I could play again. SpongeBob also is just has so many good quotes. Like there's unbelievable amounts of quotes. You
Yeah,
can
it's like
take
The
from it.
Office.
Yeah. Like I was thinking of when Patrick and SpongeBob are looking for the criminal and they're looking at each other.
Yep.
As SpongeBob comes closer, Patrick, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
It's
no,
me.
this is Patrick. That's, I think, probably number one.
Yep.
Sheesh, what's going on up there?
So yo, the dogs are
Rolling
going
marbles?
crazy, dog.
Spanky. Sliding around.
Spanky. For people with no context, our dog's name is Spanky.
Oh, indeed, yeah.
Don't listen to them.
What else would it be?
It's the fourth Madoian brother locked away in the attic.
For all of you that didn't, Spanky.
Do people know you have another Madoian brother though?
No, they don't. We only just ever really advertised that it was three of us.
No, I mean, yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Just three of you.
Yeah, are you making the joke still that we have a
No,
fourth brother
I'm
that's
asking
Spanky?
genuinely because Matt seems to have no interest.
No,
we talk about
we
Matt.
talked about
I'm
Matt.
getting him. I'm
Okay,
getting him.
okay,
I'm
okay.
sweet talking him every day.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
saw-
dude, you got that was good.
I saw him in the driveway. I had to talk to him about shoes for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "You ever getting on, dog?" He's like, "No."
Yeah, you will.
Classic, man.
I got him. I'm getting him.
Matt's he's just it's just kind of got that. He's too cool for school.
Yeah, it is
But
what it
that's
is.
just Matt. That's
He's
why
a
we
quiet
love
guy.
him.
He's a quiet guy.
He is a quiet guy. But no, we'll get Matt.
I'm
People know.
I'm
about
getting
Matt.
him. I'm getting him. I'm convinced.
I didn't know if it was just Alex and Mike show. You know?
He was gonna be the first one if he wanted to. He was gonna be the first guest.
That's
but
how we were gonna try and introduce it. Is
But-
me
but
and
he-
Mike, and then me, Mike, and Matt, and then have the friends on.
But he was a no go on that. Still working.
Shocker.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he wanted to be on it, it'd be all three of us.
Matt.
You guys.
Get downstairs.
Yeah, come on, show your face. Yep.
Are you gonna play this Chip Skylark
Yeah, I'm
remix a little
over
bit?
it.
No, honestly, I'd have to check because it's no longer on my SoundCloud.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
have to,
So you
click-
don't know if it's the right one.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
I don't want to just have
I feel you.
my shiny,
My shiny teeth.
just keep it going after each video.
Shiny
Who is
teeth and me.
Who is Chip Skylark? Isn't
One
it
of
someone
the-
from NSYNC?
One of those guys, yeah,
Really?
yeah,
That's great.
yeah. But the fourth one, like the one that no one really knows too much about. He's that one.
Still in sync.
Oh no, I know, and he's still a beast
That dude probably pulled so hard. Just
They
for
all
being
did.
the fourth member
of
of
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
Yeah.
Those boy bands were huge
Yep.
back then.
That was in sync.
I'm gonna have to look up what that is.
Who it is?
Yeah.
Do you think?
What?
No.
Say it.
Do you think Lance Bass was pulling chicks just for the image back then, or like he was using it to pull dudes?
Wow, that's a really good question.
Because like
it's not an offensive question.
They're
I know you were
pulling either way.
Well, because at the time it was probably not as like accepted.
Well, yeah, he wasn't out, was he? Openly, wasn't his coming out a? I remember that cover.
I do remember it
magazine.
being a thing. Yeah, that's a good question.
So, I don't know.
Maybe he did.
Chris Kirkpatrick.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That was Chip to Skylark.
That's a really good question. I'm sure he probably had to at some point for himself.
I feel like behind the scenes he probably could indulge. It was more the fan base that
I'm sure
was
as much as
against
you'd like, yeah.
than Hollywood.
I'm sure Lance Bass was probably.
I think either way he did just fine.
Yeah. yeah. He got his rocks off, is what you're saying.
Oh my God.
Good for Lance.
Good for you.
Good for Mr. Bass.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Fellers.
What's up,
Joe?
I just,
What, you got
I'm not
topics?
sure if I had this one little fashion no again. I'm not sure if you
fashion no.
if
Okay.
you
Yeah.
do this, if
I'm
you
ready.
do this. I know Alex doesn't. I'm not sure about you, Joe.
Do
I
it
feel
or
like
doesn't?
I feel like you might, Joe.
All right.
I just see it around Jwoo just way too much. Usually from the lacrosse team. I don't know if you can guess what the style is from that.
Don't hate on the sweatpants and the socks.
Quit tucking your goddamn sweatpants
First
into
of
your
all-
socks, you loser.
Okay.
You're a loser.
Listen. There's a way to do it. There is a certain way that looks lame as hell, where the whole sweatpant is tucked into the sock, and it looks like.
I don't know. I don't know if you're ever gonna convince me that
Do I have to
it
pull
looks
my
good.
foot up and like do it?
I don't know, but
Joe also doesn't do it at weird times. Like, you know when to do it,
I
though.
only do it when I wear sweatpants, and it's more. Well, at least for me, it's not getting my sweatpants. It's for sweatpants that don't have the cuff,
Yeah.
the elastic on the ankle. But yes, yeah, pull them up. Now tuck them all in.
I don't know if it's gonna be able to do
Can we pull them up?
Do what you want.
Oh, I'll show off the new kicks. You see that? Mike, you're talking about this, like.
Bro, like that's so dumb. I'm a sweatpants connoisseur. I'm a connoisseur of sweatpants. I wear sweatpants every day.
Dude,
You can't be doing that.
this shit, that looks dumb. That looks dumb. You're right. If you just have the back tucked in, though, and the front over, it
Dude,
looks like normal
no
pants.
one does that.
Well, all right. that's
People
a
go
good-
from zero.
Yeah, you're talking
You're
about.
you're different then. You're
ta-
different.
Yeah,
then.
you're talking about lacrosse.
Yes.
And that's I won't vouch for that.
It's like bunchy. It looks like a
Yeah.
tube sock
Yeah, it
around
does.
your ankle.
Rolled up inside
Yeah.
your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like a dumbass.
But also doing it for style. Like,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it. You're doing it with a practical purpose in
Yeah.
mind.
Functionality.
And also, like, again, at times when you're not just like showing off to yourself.
And that is so different from what I'm talking about. What you just did.
Well, no. I know what you're talking about. Though.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
I'm sure you
But
have.
only playing sports.
yeah,
I just
but
hate that
doing
shit
it, like
so much.
doing the sport, physically doing
Yeah.
the sport.
I don't do it just to go out.
Yeah.
No.
People walk around
With the
normal
white
day
socks,
with
too.
the white
I'm gonna
socks.
start doing it like when I'm in a suit and put in my
Oh,
tuck my
man.
dress pants and my dress socks.
Nothing funnier than those memes. It's like when you got like a presentation at 9, but
Yeah,
ball at
ball
10,
at
and
10,
you have.
Yeah. Bro, sometimes that's a fashion no that I don't understand. Like, some people look fly as hell with kicks and a suit.
But some people don't.
And then I see the memes and I see the jokes and I see what people say about it. I'm like, yeah, that is some tacky shit.
Yeah.
But Robert Kraft looks good as hell.
But if you,
you
throw
can-
on a little suit, throw on a little pair of Concord 11s, made
Yeah.
to be in a tuxedo.
How about some Converses? Or is that ultimate tacky?
That's a little.
Bro,
I like Air Force Ones. Is
Charlie
like,
Simmons, you rocked it at prom. You're my boy.
oh, that's funny.
But that look otherwise it's very hit or miss.
I guess it really depends on the shoe that you pick and what, like.
I wore Bred 11s to homecoming with the shirt and tie.
That's what I'm saying. So like it does work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it can. Because
But
Robert
it
Kraft.
depends on the
Robert
shoe.
It
Kraft.
looked real tacky too.
yeah.
Who?
No, I'm saying like just anybody. In
Oh,
general, it can.
hell yeah.
Depends on the shoe.
But like
be a
Robert
flat
Kraft has
shoe.
like that bright.
It's gotta coincide with the fit though.
What about the people who
no.
dress up and they look like fucking waiters at a restaurant? You know what I'm talking about? Yo, also, whoever told somebody that it was cool to
Black
wear
dressers.
just the vest of a 3-piece suit as a look?
What?
You know dudes who wear just the vest?
Like a vest, yeah.
Like the vest that's inside of a 3-piece
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah. Like it's just the style.
A dress shirt and just the vest. And
I don't get a vest. I don't get
weirdo
vests
you
in
are.
general. I think vests are weird.
I'm not a big vest guy.
I
Vests,
like a
vests
nice
are for
Patagonia
prom.
vest or whatever,
But
a
it's-
winter vest. I'm talking about a
Yeah.
3-piece
Yeah, I get what
suit.
you're
No, I know.
Taking one piece out of the suit and just being like, yeah, just the vest today.
Yep.
I don't know.
I used to work at a restaurant not so long ago, and all the people, the managers, wore that.
One of my favorite restaurants.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of. You still look fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the managers there wear that.
Well,
Yeah,
some
or just
people
like
don't.
or the
Some
people that
can
wear
pull it
like
off,
casual, like jeans and then like just a t-shirt and a vest. Is that what
Dude.
you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about a tuxedo
yeah.
vest. Though.
Yeah.
You're talking about jeans, a t-shirt, and a tuxedo vest, or a suit
Bro,
vest.
you've never seen like people wear that?
I
Where
mean,
the
I have,
fuck are
but,
you
like,
seeing these
out in the
people?
street? Like,
So, you've never seen like I don't want to be like some like nerdy person or like
yeah,
that
no, I
might-
have somebody. Yeah, no, I
that
have.
wears just a vest and like maybe a fedora
Oh my!
and like a t-shirt. Come on, you know exactly what I'm thinking of.
No, but
dude.
he's saying like a dress vest.
Yeah, I know
not-
what he's talking
but-
about now too. Once he added the fedora in.
Yeah,
Yep,
dude.
I got it. Like a magician.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Come
an
on.
aspiring magician.
Yeah, dude. Like a little like the jeans
Goddamn
are probably
David
a little
Copperfield out
raggedy.
here.
Dude.
Bro, yeah, that's all I'm talking about. The vest, dude. The fucking
God.
vest. Yeah, but the vest style, like, nah, miss me with that.
And there's only certain people who can rock a fedora.
No, nobody can rock a
Nobody can.
fedora.
You
Take
tell
those
me
shit
Neo
off. Take that shit
cannot
off.
rock a fedora? Fuck out of here.
Dude,
Not today.
I love Neo.
06.
People
Neo.
will do a lot of things to cover up their baldness. A fedora should never be one of them.
But
I don't
he
care.
rocked that shit.
I guess you can rock it.
Then all right,
For a little
then
bit.
then Neo
You
was the
really-
only one.
You really gonna be happy with your main look is a fedora? Like that's his look to rock?
I don't think it was his main look,
I
but it
think
was
is. You brought up Neo.
Yeah, that was the only one you said.
Yeah.
So
Howie Mandel.
wow, no.
I
Bad.
meant that was no.
Okay, never mind.
I
Notice
don't, dude.
a
I
pattern
really
here?
don't see
Stark bald.
bald. Another SpongeBob.
There's not a shred of hair on them anyway.
I don't know. I thought it looked good on Neo, but I guess not.
I just think that even if you're pulling off a fedora,
You shouldn't be wearing
still a fedora.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. I'm not giving it any like
But it did.
No
any
credence.
push
Yeah.
to,
Oh
to
my god.
have people wear it, but I think it's funny. Or like those like I don't know what they're called, like the like Scott. You know what I mean?
Oh, with the
The brim and
The
like
p-
the
the
half
Peaky
blade.
Blinders?
Fucking Peaky
Yeah,
Blinders.
yeah. Those
fucking
hats.
Peaky Blinders, buff.
The Fook.
Not many people can rock those too.
Another look I'm not
But
in favor of.
Yeah, no,
I'm
but
not
You
promoting
look
it,
like you
but
fucking shine shoes.
you clean chimney sweep.
Yeah,
You're a young chimney sweep. Hi ho, hi ho. Oh, stupid.
oh god.
I'm trying to think of other ones that was was Peter Pan rocking a fedora?
No, he's rocking like a little sailor's cap. A little homemade sailor's John.
John,
Jan.
That John.
that fucking John dude. Oh
That
man,
Sailor's John.
That's sailor's John. He's got a little second mate's cap on.
Oh,
second mate's cap. The skip ass.
that's
The
funny.
skip is, yeah.
Fuck man.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I don't know.
You want to hear my topic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's
what
not
do
even-
you mean? What do you mean? It's
You
not
wanna-
even-
you
no,
wanna hear what
I
I
don't want to
wanted to
hear
say?
it.
It's not even really a topic. I was up late night watching Blue Planet,
Last night.
thinking.
Yep.
And
Deep in thought,
yeah,
watching Blue
deep,
Planet.
deep in thought.
Conspiracy.
And I was just thinking about it, dude. Like, in a non-nutcase liberal way,
Yep.
there are scary ass words out there. Scary words.
What?
Like, words that like make me a little scared.
Okay.
Just because you think if like you really break them down, and there are words that are used all the time
Yep.
in non-scary ways, or just their kind of casual talk. Like, I'm watching Blue Planet, and he keeps saying nocturnal predator. On its base, but it's a fucking like skeleton fish eating shrimp in the night. But nocturnal predator, that's a messed up word.
Or how about gonna come eat you in the night?
Every day on CNN you hear warlord. Warlord. You are the lord of war? Like, you're that good at war, dog? Like, I should be scared of that. Warlord. I don't know if there are any other examples.
How'd you get the lord status?
I don't know.
Were you the prince or what? You were the war prince?
General to master general
You've
to
been
warlord.
Really out here murking dudes that hard that you are now a lord of war.
Oh my god.
Like that, and now you hear it every day. It just passes by you. But if you really break down, like
Donald Trump,
nocturnal predator,
warlord,
somebody that hunts you at night.
Yeah,
that's messed up. But it's about like little skeleton fish in the deep blue sea. Like that's what it was. That's what they're talking about.
That's funny.
David
or it could be an
Attenborough.
assassin.
Algae. They eat algae. Have you ever heard him say that?
David
Attenborough.
algae.
David Attenborough is a legend.
I thought it was algae.
Well, it might be, but
It might be, but
David
I think
Attenborough
I'm
is
trusting his pronunciation over literally anyone.
Okay.
You know who that is?
No. I know it's algae.
He's the guy that probably does every nature documentary ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never heard of
Here you can see the wild dingo. No. Yo, you need to.
Is he Australian?
God. Oh my God. You guys,
Kind of.
anybody.
No, it's not at all.
It's
I just can't do it.
Anybody who watches that stuff and loves it, there is, I think it's Planet Earth 2, the
Yes.
first episode. He's with these prairie dogs, bro, and he's literally like this, laying there in the sand with the prairie dogs. I don't know if it's photoshopped or not. I've had a debate with people about it because when he moves, you see his shadow on the sand.
Yep.
But he is laying like a model on top of a prairie dog mound. And they're all popping up and running all over him, and he's like, "This is magical." He's like, "This is what I live for." And for David Attenborough fans, which like I feel like a lot of people
There's
watch
a few
those
out there
things now. Yeah, there are. Like,
Well,
he's like a Bob Ross almost. Like people love him. Like there's a cult following.
They like his voice.
And
That's great.
If you like him or you like those things, go watch that and you get to see him in the flesh. There are a few documentaries where he'll start in person.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like there's one where he's standing on top of a mountain like this, like welcome to the Sahara, or not Sahara. There's no fucking mountains in there, but whatever.
Sand dunes.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Welcome
the
to
Himalayas.
Welcome to the Arizona desert, Sedona.
It's funny, dude. That dude is good.
Yeah,
That's
he's
great.
great.
Those are great. Like Blue Planet, Planet Earth. Like those are sick. to watch.
Fantastic.
Sick.
I like those.
I like those.
I like them a lot.
I like dabbling in them.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like it and I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's a much broader topic. All those shows are amazing. I talk about those for hours.
Yeah.
Nature is metal. If you don't follow that
Oh,
shit.
dude, you follow that?
No.
Bro.
Nature is metal.
It took me a few posts to get like used
On
to
what,
seeing
Instagram?
it on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Now it's just like in my feed. I don't even stop unless I have to click to see the graphics.
Nature is metal.
Why is it just like the most graphic
It's
nature?
raw.
It's National Geographic explicit, essentially.
On
It's the same.
steroids.
It's the same fucking photographers, and they have photos of the kills and all the
Uncensored.
stuff. The stuff that doesn't make it into the magazines. 'cause
The
it's-
shit you can't show on TV.
yeah, it's so gruesome.
Yeah, it's-
The rated R
but
animal
one of the
shit.
first ones I saw was a live wildebeest just laying there as it was getting its insides eaten out.
Yeah.
And it was still alive, like
That's
looking
tough.
around, and I was like, I had to put it down. I was like, dude, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, that's fucked up.
It's crazy.
You just realize that there's some real ass shit out there.
Well, it's just like you think, because you think about it as like that thing's still alive and it's just looking around as it's getting.
That's what
eaten.
death is like. Just
But that
like-
happens every
yeah.
day. Like
Oh,
these
all the time,
lions are
yeah.
out here.
Oh yeah, it's a circle of
These
life.
wild lions are just out here hunting.
Yeah, click on
and the
one-
weakest
click on
link,
one
you
that's
know.
private.
The old
A
and the
real
young
fucked up one.
getting chopped up
that
for
bad.
dinner
But
Yeah, that one's.
for the little
Some of
cubs.
them that are unedited are blocked, like click to view.
yeah,
Not that bad.
that's not that bad, but like it's got a head.
Oh shit!
No, there's one. Let me can I see.
Yeah,
There's
The-
one of him like holding a monkey's fucking head.
yeah.
Whoa.
As I was searching for that, the most recent thing was I was searching for upstairs with mom was fucking that Katie Nolan person on ESPN.
Oh, she sucks.
Dude, holy fuck,
Worst
right?
segment ever.
Dog, I've never seen something that unfunny before and then still continue to be on. And it would get as negative reviews as you possibly could get.
Dude, like, I just hate that shit. Like, she actually does know a lot about basketball, but I mean, not basketball, sports in general. But don't you think that that's doing a disservice to the stereotype to have her, like, every show she's on be just the cute girl in it and not really be like broadcasting sports, giving her opinions. Like those are producer driven jokes, and they're so
bad. They make her
bad.
look really
They're
bad.
so bad that they have to have fake offset crew laughter.
But
It's not even a laugh track.
If I was like someone that she made fun of, I'd be like, "Yo, like you're supposed to show my highlights, not make fun of me."
And
she
also,
made a Ray Lewis joke.
If you're gonna make fun, like make
like
it
a
like
Ray
good,
Lewis
like
stabbing joke.
Yeah.
They're just the biggest. It's just low hanging fruit, dude.
Because they're not in a good place right now.
The
they're
one
not doing well.
The one that I showed my mom earlier was like, Kevin Durant and Draymond Green got in an argument earlier, and it's crazy to see because they can't win anything without Steph around. And it was like, what? Like,
I actually just like instinctually got mad at you for making that joke. I was like, "Doy,
dude,
Quit that."
Listen, I know I say some corny ass shit sometimes, but that's bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Dad jokes are funny sometimes, so you know.
Yeah. You have some unique humor.
Me?
Yeah.
I know. I don't care.
No, not in a bad way.
No.
There's some shit that I find funny that nobody else finds funny too.
Wow.
That's a wolf
with a deer
people
head.
Can't hear with a full deer head by the neck in his mouth.
Yeah, it's some raw
explicit
shit.
Content.
Yeah, can't show that on YouTube.
We're blurring this out.
We'll figure it out. Hopefully.
Yeah, they have no editing power, so here it is.
Speaking of, since you just called
That's a nocturnal predator.
Yeah, right. Since you just called Alex Doy, I thought of this thing I saved on Instagram. It says, we all have that mate who we call by a nickname so much that their real name just sounds wrong at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I'm close to that.
I called Gil Dave last night.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well,
like, I think the two biggest ones would be me and Gibby.
I think it's 100%
Gibby.
Dude, Gibby is different. Gibby is one of those people who
that's
it's not
his
a
name.
nickname.
That's his name.
That's like a
that's what I'm
family
saying.
name. Like his family gave him that, not even us.
That's what I'm saying. Like mine is a lot. Like everywhere I go,
yours
every
fits
time.
that more.
Yeah.
Than anything.
Because that's why I said I don't know. Gibby's might be that
Isn't
too.
a nickname. It's his name. His
That's
name
true.
is not Tom.
But that's when people hear Tom and they're like, your name is fucking Tom? And it's like, what?
He writes Gibby on school papers. Well, I never forget that I asked him that. I'm like, yo, so what do you put on a test in high school? He's like, Gibby?
Yeah.
Gibby? I put Gibby on it.
Dude, but I mean, everywhere I've ever gone, like, it always went to Madoian.
Yeah.
I've always been known as that.
It's weird how I was going to say when you brought it up that, like, there's all variations of that because, like, in my Moses Brown friend group, I have a nickname. Like, it's not, I'm never called Joe.
Yeah.
Almost a couple people maybe, but you have Doy consistently everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every different friend group.
Anywhere I go, whether it's Bryant football, Bryant, like just general, back to high school, like kids that we weren't really friends with. Everyone in high school, if I was to see them, they'd be like, "What's up, Madoian?"
Yeah.
Everybody.
What's up, Doy?
It's
crazy.
Or Doy, yeah, but
It's an easy one.
it is easy. It's not. At first, I didn't really like it because I was like, I don't really want to be known as, but it's just easy. Like now, I'm just like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it has no bearing on your life.
No, well, because I thought it made me sound a little bit more dumb than like I really am, which I mean, granted, it's a little bit, but it's just like, oh, what's up, Doy? And I'm like,
No, that's because
just
that's
your
how
nickname.
Phil used to say it.
yeah, but also,
It's just a
but then it was
nickname.
also the fat Doy part of it, and that was like, that was a whole other thing.
Yeah, but you weren't fat, so it didn't even matter.
But that's just, it's a PH fat. You know what I mean? Like Fat Matt. Like people used to call Matt Fat Matt.
PH fat.
True.
So.
Doy.
But yeah, that was funny.
Mr. Stinky Doy.
Well, dude, it leaked out. Like people would call the house and be like, "Hi, is Madoian there?" And I was like,
Which one?
"Which one are you looking for?"
Yeah,
That's
but
funny.
I thought that was funny because it applies to you and people we know.
Yeah,
Pretty
I think
much.
it's just like people aren't as shocked either when they find out my name is Alex or like whatnot. But when people like are like, "Wait, your real name's Tom?" To Gibby, they're like, "There's a genuine shock."
I think it's funny.
I've seen people like genuinely
You want a
mind
social?
fucked that, and they're like, "No, it's not. No, it's not."
Yeah, thanks for picking up on that, Mike.
Oh, I was thinking.
It's okay. I was interrupting.
Yeah.
So sad.
How fucking dare you? Come on, my podcast. Are you?
This is my podcast now.
We don't have to air this.
Look
I
at
am
me.
the captain
Look at
now.
me.
We could just keep this on.
Look at me.
You
Look
guys
at
have
me.
no idea that
This is
I
my
got
podcast
a
now.
camera already going for my own tape.
Oh my god.
for my reel.
For my reel. This is what I'm sending in.
This is my podcast.
I'm
now.
getting discovered. I'm getting discovered from the Madoian and Friends podcast.
Shit, yo, talent agents reaching out to Joe and shit.
Shit, yo, why don't you promote our podcast then, yo?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh shit, yo.
All right.
This will be forever my first gig.
Yes. Remember where you came from,
Where'd you
son.
get your Where'd you get your big break? Oh, this thing called
You
the
never.
Madoians and Friends
What is
podcast.
it? What's the acronym? MAF.
What?
Madoians and Friends.
Oh, yeah.
TMAF.
Oh, TMAF.
The Madoians and
TAMP.
Friends.
TMAF.
TMAF.
TMAF. Shirt's coming soon. TMAF.
You never heard of that? TMAF. TMAF.
Yeah, Team Man podcast.
Shit, yo. Hashtag TMAF, yo.
All right. Well, you
Yeah,
good,
we're gonna
boys?
end it
You want to end it there? I think that was solid.
We
there. Oh,
good?
is that what you were saying?
No, I'm just saying.
You have anything
You
left?
good? You got anything
I'm
else?
tapped.
All right.
El Tap.
Well, as we said, that has been episode. I have no idea.
We're almost on double digits.
Is that 9?
Well, because it's friend 9 or it's
No.
episode 9, but technically friend 8, but it's technically friend 7 because
still.
we have. So,
All right. That has been episode 9 of the.
We're gonna have to keep up
You're
with this
gonna
now.
just be able to keep track of it because we know you watch every second of it at home.
Yeah, the Madoians and Friends
Subscribe.
podcast. Subscribe. Please like this video. At least you can do. If you're not going to subscribe, even though you should subscribe, like this video.
Listen, you could watch it for 5 minutes. I don't care. Just like
Just
the damn
like
video.
the video.
Use
Fuck.
our creator code of the item shop.
That too.
That's coming soon.
Coming
a lot
soon.
is coming soon.
A lot,
but
a lot.
Just subscribe for now.
So that has been it, and we will see you next week. Thank you. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for having me again.